Hi, I'm Isha from the Communication Station, and we're going to start off with a book review by Reva.
My name is Reva, and I'm reporting from Communication Station for Kids Literacy Corner. It is very interesting to hear about people who had trouble reading and writing as a child and then became writers and scholars. The famous author Beverly Cleary is one of those people. Beverly Cleary has written 37 books for kids and has a lot of creativity. Beverly grew up in Beverly Bin in McKinnville, Oregon. When she attended school, she lived in a small farm town called Yamhill, Oregon, that had no library. Her mother arranged with the state library to have books sent to Yamhill and acted as a librarian in the lodge room upstairs over a bank. Beverly learned to love books there. Beverly wrote a book about her life called The Girl from Yamhill. As a kid in the high school, Beverly was struggling with reading. She found herself in a low reading group. Beverly longed for more interesting children's stories, tales about kids more like herself and her neighborhood playmates. Later, a school librarian suggested that Beverly might write such stories herself someday. But it was when she became a librarian in rural Yakima that urge to write children's stories really began to interest her. Children, many of whom reminded her of her own childhood playmates, would ask, "Where are the stories about kids like us?" In decades since the first publication, Cleary had published more than 30 books which have sold more than 10 million copies and appeared in more than 20 countries and some 14 different languages. Her most recent Ramona book, Ramona's World, was published in 1999 and was heralded by critics as being as fresh and enjoyable as any of her early works. I enjoy reading many of Beverly Cleary's books and recommend that you try one too. This is Reva reporting from Communication Station for Kids. Back to Isha.
Now we're going to do Deven with the weather.
Hi, my name is Deven, and I'm reporting from the weather wall at the Communication Station for Kids. Today I'm going to talk about the 3 biggest snowstorms in the USA. The blizzard of 1888 was an unreasonable and shocking snowstorm that hit from the Chesapeake Bay to Maine. It snowed 50 inches of snow in Connecticut and Massachusetts, while New Jersey and New York had gotten 40 inches of snow. Drifts of 40 to 50 feet high buried houses and trains. From Chesapeake Bay to Nantucket, 200 ships were sunk with 400 lives lost. The severity of the plunging temperatures of the Armistice Day storm of 1940 caught many people off guard. 60-degree temperatures during the morning of the 11th were followed by single-digit readings by the morning of the 12th. Up to 26 inches of snow fell in Minnesota, while heavy snows were common over other mid-states. These winds were responsible for whipping up 20-foot drifts. A total of 144 deaths were blamed for the storm. The Great Midwest Blizzard of 1978 was one of the biggest snowstorms to strike the Midwest states after an extremely rare January tornado outbreak. Winds of 50 miles per hour created drifts to 15 feet. 76 people died, most in Chicago area. This blizzard still ranks Chicago's heaviest snowfall in a 24-hour period. New York City got 36 inches of snow in February. That makes it the snowiest February on record. This is Deven reporting from Communication Station for Kids. Thanks for listening. Now back to Isha.
Well, that wraps it up.